good evening. I'm not pretty sure what greeting is actually
I
preferred
see.
at this time,
Ah,
right? Okay. All right. So nice to meet you, Sunny. This is our first time meeting, right?
yes, right. Nice to
Mm-mm-mm.
meet you too.
Okay. Nice to meet you. So how are you? It's already Friday.
Yes, but I'm living in America,
Oh, it's
so
Thursday there.
yes, right. It's Thursday uh, around uh, noon.
Mhm. Ah, okay. All right. So it's like it's afternoon, so I should have said good afternoon, right?
Yes, right.
Mm-mm. Okay. I see. All right. So, how long have you been living in America?
Ah, it's been just 3 months,
Mhm.
over
Mhm.
2 months.
Mm. Mm. Okay. All right. So, how is your stay there?
Um, I'm staying. Pardon?
Oh, how is your stay there? So, how are you
Ah,
adapting to the environment in America?
so far it's good. Uh,
Mhm.
it's better than I thought.
Mm. Okay, well, good to know. All right. So for your for your class today, what would you like to do?
Uh, I've been studied AHAP,
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
I want to keep going.
Okay. All right. So let's go to your book. But I don't have a badge for AHOP. Would it be okay?
Yes,
Mhm. Okay. All right.
but
Let's go to. Mhm.
can you do AHAP?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah,
I
do.
have tried to do AHOP before. So let's see. All right. AHOP, AHOP. Okay. Where are you right now with your AHOP? Is it in lesson 4?
I think I've done chapter one, so it's time to chapter two, neighborhood and communities.
Okay. Let me just go there. All right. So we will start with lesson 1, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So lesson 1 is your neighborhood and communities and what they are.
Hmm.
So let us start with. Wait a minute. Is this the first page? Yes. Let us start with what a neighborhood is.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I want you to read the passage.
Okay.
All right.
A neighborhood is a place that surrounds a house. There are groups
Mhm.
of people who live in a neighborhood.
Mhm.
Those who live very close to each other and called neighbors.
Okay. Good. All right. So let's go to the next one. All right. What about a community?
A community is a place where people
Mhm.
live, work, and have fun together. It is also a place where people help one another. A neighborhood
Mhm.
is an example of a small community. A town or
Mhm.
a city is an example of a big community.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. All right. Do you have neighbors in your town?
Yes,
Mm.
but
Okay.
I have a few because
Uh-huh.
I, I moved in uh, moved in 2 months ago, so I have too much
Mm.
time to uh, make a
Mhm.
neighbor.
Okay. All right. So you don't have time to
Yes.
meet the neighbors.
Yes.
Okay, I see. All right. But are you close to the neighbors that you met already?
Mm, I don't understand. Uh,
Mm. Are there neighbors that you've met already which you are close to?
mm, uh, uh, I close to.
Mm-mm.
One more, please.
Mm-mm. Do you have friends which are your neighbors?
Ah, yes. A couple of friends because
Uh-huh.
uh, uh, it was a short time, but we had I had uh, already made friends in my neighbors because
Mm-hmm.
uh, they they are uh, they are already my friends in
Mm-hmm.
university. Um,
Okay.
can you understand? Uh,
Yes. Really? So you already met them before they were your neighbors in America?
yes, right, in Korea.
Oh, wow. So did you plan it with your classmates before that you are also going to America?
No, but by uh,
Oh.
by accident, uh,
Ah.
we met we met again here. So it was
Uh-huh.
very uh, uh, glad to
Uh-uh.
meet them to me.
Uh. Wow. Okay. Well, that's what they say that when you are actually real friends, you will always see them
Yes.
wherever you are. Okay, good. All right. So, guide questions. In your own words, Sunny, what is a community?
Um, I think community is a group of
Uh huh.
people
Uh huh.
uh, who are living in who are li- living in the same area.
Uh huh.
Mm, yes.
Mhm. Okay. All right. So, do you live in a small community or a big community?
Uh, Here is I live in I'm big community, so
Uh huh.
there are many people.
Uh huh.
So we don't know each other, even
Ah.
live next door. Uh,
Mm.
but I
Okay.
think that
Uh-huh.
in small community, they they know very well each other
Uh-huh.
because there are not many people.
Actually, that's true.
Hmm.
Usually they're close, right?
Yes.
Mm-mm. Okay. So do you live in the suburbs?
Uh, yes, kind of.
Oh, wow. Okay. Fancy. Mm. All right.
But it's within uh, mm, half an hour distance from
Mm-mm.
the city.
Ah,
from the
but it's
town.
good.
Yes,
Very
I think
good.
so.
Yeah, it's near.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. Okay. So, what makes your community special?
Uh, what I like most about my community is there are um, uh, there are many things to do. For
Mm-hmm.
example, there are uh, lots of market and and
Yeah.
theater and subway station and
Mm-mm.
bus stop,
Uh-huh.
and so it's very convenient to me
Uh-huh.
to live
For me.
for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wow. Actually, that is a nice place and it's a good spot if especially when you're working,
Mhm.
right? The problem is you won't really get a lot of time for, enjoying peace and quiet if it's near the city. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So let's do the vocabulary trick, right? So number one, this is an example of a big community. What is it?
City.
Yeah. Okay. So I want you to read the word and tell me the definition. Like for example, number one, the city is an
uh,
example of a big community.
I
All
see.
right. Do
Mm.
number two?
Uh, Visit is um, that you do when you go to a personal place.
Mm-mm. Or you can say visit is something you do
Uh,
when you go to a person or place.
okay.
Yeah. All right. How about number three?
Neighbor Neighborhood is a place where people live, work, and have fun together.
Mm-mm. So a neighborhood, right?
Yes.
Okay. Number four.
Neighbor. Neighbors are people who live close to each other.
Mm-mm. Okay.
And
All right. Number five, last.
community is a place that surrounds a house.
Mm-mm. Okay. Good. That's easy. Right. Let's go to the next one. Okay, mini quiz. Choose the correct answer from the list. I will be giving you 1 minute to answer everything. Would that be okay?
Okay.
All right. 1 minute starts now. 30 seconds.
Mm, I've done.
Mhm. Okay, good. Yeah. All right. So what is number one? It is a place that surrounds the house.
Neighborhood.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Number two.
Neighbors are
Mhm.
those who live close to each other.
Good. Number three.
Number C. Both.
Uh.
Uh,
Is.
none. None
Uh huh.
of the.
Uh huh. None of the above is
Yes.
not an example of a community, right? Number 4.
Neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
is an example of a small community.
All right. Last number 5.
Number D.
A letter.
Letter D.
Yes. Okay, good. All right. So you will continue with your next class.
Mhm.
You will do lesson 2. Right.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions for today?
Um, now, what time is it
Mm-mm.
now in your
Oh,
country?
one more time.
What time
What time?
now
Ah,
in your
it's
country?
our it's already 12:46.
Oh, it's too late.
Yeah. I'm a night owl, so that's okay.
I see.
All right. Well, have a great time and have a great evening later, Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
Hope to see you again.
Thank you. See you
You're welcome.
again.
Bye.
Bye.